Hi, I'm Dave Worzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the theater program at Alan B. Shepard in Palos Heights. This year, the spring musical, they're putting on Little Shop of Horrors. And we have a couple of cast members on the right. I've got Tia and Jakaya, and they're going to tell us about the roles they're playing. On my left, I have co-directors Sarah Carlson and Brianna Taylor, and they're going to talk about putting this production together, which is coming up early May, right?
Yes.
All right, so before we talk about the play, I want to ask you a little bit, Sarah and Brianna, can you talk about what you do at Shepard and then your background in theater?
Sure. I am an English teacher here at Shepard. I also have a BFA in musical theater, and I manage the acting as well as other duties with the musical.
So you got a lot of hats going there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I teach choir and intro to popular music and guitar here at Shepard, but I have a degree in music education. I've been performing basically my whole life, so.
All right, and again, so that sounds like the division in the work then, right? Acting and the music part.
Yeah, and then other things that vary. I've made a lot of props for the show, so there's a body bag that appears at some point, and that's made especially by me. So look out for that body bag.
Yeah, as well as the vines. Don't forget the vines,
yes.
too. Yes.
So that's a good teaser, all right? If you want to see the body bag, yeah, you got to come see it. So you have a little bit of construction crew in your background, too, yeah? All right, how about let's meet the actors, all right? How about, Tia, can you tell us what role you play?
I play an urchin. I play chiffon.
And I play the plant. I'm the puppeteer.
Let's say everybody, even if they haven't seen the play, the plant, they all know what the plant is, right? It's in all the posters and everything. But let me ask a little bit about playing that role. So, talk about the challenges. It's a very, I'm going to say, different kind of musical, very fun, but the challenges in playing the urchin.
The thing is, the urchin is just having a good time through the whole play, so it's kind of hard to like get into some of the songs because we just partying when the song could be about killing.
So there is this strange, what we're talking about, but the emotional quality of it. Are you having fun with that?
Yes.
All right. Jakai, how about for you?
I think a lot of the challenges are physical, mainly with trying to keep the plant up or trying to open its mouth the widest it can to eat things, or just talking a lot and having these repetitive lines of feed me, feed me. But yeah, I think it just kind of, once you get it, you get it, you know?
Okay. Maybe I can ask you to elaborate on that a little bit, because you're not dressed as a plant. There's a thing to you, right? Can you talk about that a little bit?
There's a couple of different plants. The first plant I'm in, I'm kind of sitting on the ground under a desk, and I've got my hand in a puppet, and I'm just kind of moving around like that. And then the third one, my whole body is kind of encased in these plant leggings, and my arms are out, and they're kind of chomping away and talking. And then the fourth one, it's kind of like I'm doing barbell rows, and I'm just kind of going at it and just trying to lift up the jaw to talk and speak and eat. But yeah, I think that's mainly just the physical parts of it.
It's a very different type of character to play. So I'm going to turn to our two directors now. Can you talk about, I want to hear a little bit on how you chose this musical, and then some of the challenges in bringing to, performance something like this.
Yeah, well, we chose this show because personally we love it. We really enjoy it, and we love doing shows that we enjoy doing. Sure. But also, it's actually kind of conducive for a space like the cafeteria. So we wanted to create an environment, too, within the cafeteria that's very immersive. And we want to do a show that is going to be musically challenging, but also the music is awesome. The story itself is wild. And two, you bring in the element of the puppets on top of it. It's a ton of fun. And it makes for a really rich, kind of enjoyable theatrical experience, not only for the kids who are involved in it, but also for the audience as well.
For sure. It sounds like a very fun type of production to put together. I'm going to ask, unless maybe Brianna, you want to speak to it, challenges of putting this on, and maybe Sarah gave us a clue. You're in the cafeteria, so the Performing Arts Center or your theater space is under construction right now. So,
Yeah, so with that being under construction, it's just a little difficult because all of our rehearsals are taking place in the choir room. And so we have 6 days from having the stage set up to showtime to actually practice in the performance space. So it's just, late nights, making sure that we're feeding the kids in between these rehearsals, because it's going to be basically, all of our props, everything, our spacing, how wide out to go, how far back to be. All of that is going to change once we're in the cafeteria on our built stage. the kids are just going to have to adjust. And we got 6 days to do it. So that's the thing that's a little tricky. But the kids are, the goal for us is to just get them going, have the flow be as smooth as possible. Because if we got a smooth flow in the choir room, the next thing is just going to be the logistics and space change. So getting it smooth in our one space so that we basically can be the traveling band and put it up in the cafeteria and be ready to go.
It is a very good comparison, that traveling theater type of experience. What about putting it in the cafeteria? I mean, how, you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just a play put on. But when you think about what a stage has, let alone from the sound quality, but, you know, the lighting, the layout of it, design. Do you want to speak to that, like the adapting it to a setting while you're waiting for your theater to be ready next year?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take
Yeah.
this one.
So we have hired somebody to basically hang professional lights. So our cafeteria has a lower clearing on the ceiling. They're going to hang a lighting rig there. Our tech director is going to come in, hang lights over the weekend, and then the week of tech week, we're going to have to program all of our lights. We're getting drapes to cover the back wall of all windows in the cafeteria so that when our blackout comes, it's truly a blackout. There's not the sun still shining on us, revealing all the sneaky tricks and tips when we're trying to bring in other big plants and, you know, do a secret reveal. So it's just a lot of extra logistics and technical stuff, which, you know, it's 1 year. So we decided to take it on and do a little bit of extra so that we can still do our musical here at home.
Well, it sounds like you're really putting together quite a production, and you found great ways to adapt. And you know, I'm very impressed because, like you said, the theater thing. There's certain things you want people to see and not see, and how you control that, and let alone create the environment of the production itself. How about, I'm going to turn away from theater for just a second. All right, then we're going to come back to my favorite questions. But favorite subject in school?
Choir.
Choir.
I would also have to give it to choir.
Good answers, Brianna. Okay. All right. How about, do you do any other clubs or sports activities at Shepard?
I was in show choir, and I'm in like lots of clubs.
Lots of clubs. You're a busy person.
I also did show choir, drama club, a couple other things. I also do band. I do track. Not running, but yeah.
All right. Another very busy person. A lot of artistic things going on. How about, you're both seniors? Enjoy the next month and a half. Do you have plans after high school?
I will be going to college to pursue musical theater.
Congratulations.
I'll be going to college to pursue forensics.
Forensics. Okay. Do you know what schools you're going to?
Roosevelt University.
Okay.
Bowling Green.
All right. Congratulations. Good luck. All right. Now I'm going to come back to the theater. My personal favorite question. All right. I'm going to break it up for you. All-time favorite play or musical?
Well, I honestly like Little Shop of Horrors is my all-time
All-time.
favorite. Yeah,
All right.
musical.
Into the Woods for me.
Into the Woods.
Yeah.
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
Shrek.
Shrek. All right. Maybe this is, now I'm going to ask you to explain why Broadway needs you. You got the call. It happened. Whether it's to direct or act or perform or sing, all right, they need you for the role. What would the role be that you would want to play, and why would you want to be that thing, that role?
Well, I've been able to be in Little Shop of Horrors in the
yeah.
past, yeah, and my favorite role was actually Audrey. It was a lot of fun. She's just such a beautiful character and so sweet, but also very strong and strong-willed, and that's who I'd play again. I'm a little old for it at this point, but, you know, it's nothing a little makeup can't, you know, handle.
You'd like to revisit it, replay it? Okay.
Yeah, I actually was going to say the same thing. When I did Into the Woods, I got to be the witch, which was most fabulously done by Bernadette Peters originally. And I would love to, if it was Broadway calling me, do it on the professional, you know, the top, highest level you can do. I'd go back and I'd be the witch again. I think similar to what Sarah was saying. She's just a beautiful character, you know, and I think on the outside she's sort of haggardly and she looks like the villain, but she teaches a lot of the morals, and she's really the core and the heart of the story. And so I just love that role.
I like it. Okay, give Bernadette Peters a run for her money. They'll be talking about you next, right? Here we are on Broadway. Atia, how about for you?
I would play Dorothy because I just feel like her journey to like finding herself while having to go through this unknown place is really nice.
All right. And you're right, there is that journey in the self-discovery, right? Yeah.
I probably played Donkey. I just like the comedic role. It just seems so much fun.
So you'd like to be the sidekick to Shrek and Shrek, is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I think it's just, I feel like sidekicks get a better like part. I feel like they have so much more fun than the mains.
It is a fun role and funny, but okay. The final question for all of you. What do you like best about being part of the theater program at Shepard or, directing and coaching?
I love working with the kids. The kids want to be there. They want to create something, and just being a part of that process with them and collaborate with them is really a special, cool thing.
It is, especially in your case when you see it come from where they started to that production night, right? The nervousness maybe, and then they pull off this incredible show, right?
Yeah. I'm similar to Sarah. It's the kids, and I think to add on to that, I just like seeing them grow over time. So, and thinking about, oh, this group of freshmen is so good. What are we going to do in the next few years, and what are we going to do in the next few years? So it's just fun to watch them grow and see and imagine all the things that we can do, because they get better and better.
Yeah, that is a neat quality too, especially in a club like this where you might get them as freshmen or sophomores, or like you have a Tia and Jakai here, and what they're like now when they perform, how they've grown as individuals, right? Yeah.
I would say that everybody is just so supportive. I feel like support is a big thing, especially from our directors. And everyone is like a family. Like, we're all friends and we all get along really well.
I said, what a key part too, because you're putting yourself out there, right? There's a risk. You're performing it in front of an audience, and to have that support and encouragement around you is so key.
I would say progress. To watch somebody like not know their lines the first day and to be on stage and get them all flowing and just like water that's just coming out, and just watch like magic work. I think that's my biggest, that's what I love most about theater.
I like your simile, like water, But sometimes you have those moments, right? Like, wow, where did that come from? I mean, you saw what they were like when they were just starting out, and then what they deliver on their performance. You captured a great moment there. Well, good luck with Little Shop of Horrors. Coming to Shepard when?
May.
Saturday, yep.
Yep, Saturday, May 3rd and
at noon.
At noon.
6.
At 6.
And then
May 4th.
Sunday, May 4th at 10 and 4.
And 4. Yep.
All right, so
Yes.
no, that's some tough stuff, though. That's double play. I mean, 2 days. Boy, you're going to get the professional experience. So check it out. Little Shop of Horrors coming to Allenby Shepard High School May 3rd and 4th. 2 performances each day. Hope to see you at one of those, or both, or all of them. Right?
Yeah,
All right. Good luck. Good luck with your performances. Good luck directing and coaching.
Thank you.
I'm Dave Worsley. You've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the school at Allenby Shepard High School, Little Shop of Horrors, coming May. Thank you for watching.